Kingsley, the performance of Malcolm X in this film is phenomenal. Congratulations, amazing job. Now, there's very few historical figures larger than Malcolm X in recent Black history. While many actors have portrayed the civil rights icon, what did you want to add to the conversation with your portrayal?
I wanted to really look into who Malcolm was in private, and the father, the husband, the stakes for Malcolm at this time, the monumental changes, the shifts in his political thinking and religious thinking, the relationship with the Nation of Islam that was crumbling, and it was a really mad time for him, and the sweet, kind, and bashful, good-humored Malcolm was what really interested me, and the Malcolm who must have felt, kind of scared,
Sure.
and really sort of trying to investigate like what that might have felt like for him,
Right. Now, this is also one of the first times we see Malcolm as the father and the husband. I mean, we get to see him laugh a little bit, and he was a bit of a prankster a little bit. Can you talk to me about some of those nuances you wanted to add to the character and some of the research you did in order to get those nuances?
Malcolm was funny, man. I mean, like the more and more I watched him, especially in Harlem, there's just moments where he's talking to the crowd and he's in his zone, and he'll go from like, talking about, really serious political, subjects and moments, and then he'll just have everyone in stitches. There was a real, the man had a real sense of humor, and I think the most beautiful thing that I heard was that Malcolm said to his friend Dick Gregory around this time that he felt weak and that he felt hollow, and that no one knew the torments that he went through, and he was going through a lot at this time. I think it was a big moment for him, and I wanted to sort of check in with that, and I wanted to show the decent human being that he was, just a normal guy, like.
Can you talk to me about Sam and Malcolm's relationship throughout the course of this movie, or somewhat of their their crossing of paths in this movie, and their different sides they kind of take?
Something real beautiful I found out was that in Sam's car after he died, they found the Muhammad Speaks paper, and I think lots of information about the Nation of Islam. So, who knows what that means? And a bottle of whiskey, I think, that was in there as well. But the emotional charge in the conversation between these two in the script, just in reading it, when I first read it, was what blew me away. It was the argument between those two. I was like, oh my God, because I was supposed to audition to play Cash, and I was just like, I want to play Malcolm, because there's something about that, debate between those two that I just connected to and found so deeply interesting. And and the conflict between the two in this movie is, the heart and center of it. And it was a joy to get to play those scenes with Leslie. It really was. We went for each other. We made an agreement before we started. It was like, should we try and do some stuff? Do you want to throw each other off and get a bit improvisational and play games and stuff? And we did that, and it got a little dark sometimes, but it was all in the spirit of trying to create something as emotionally impactful as we could possibly create.
Well, you guys achieved that goal, because this is a film that completely translates, all that stuff translates right here into 2021. So I want to thank you, because this portrayal of Malcolm was phenomenal. So thank you so much for your time, Kingsley.
Thank you, bro.